Black Ops Cold War has the potential to be one of the biggest games in terms of overall zombies content in the history of Call of Duty. Treyarch is going to be bringing us so much zombies DLC, maps, operators, Outbreak content. It's actually insane, and we have some new information to go through here in today's video, going through what we're expecting for this new content, especially the DLC 2 Kino Der Toten Berlin Zombies map releasing earlier than expected, and some other updates as to what we're going to be seeing for the rest of the DLC maps. 4 survival maps, 5 survival maps actually, 15 different Outbreak maps coming to the game as well. So we're going to talk about when we're getting all of that content in this video. If you can, leave a like in the video, subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Really appreciate it, guys. Super close to 70,000 subscribers. We're rocketing towards that goal, so thank you for joining the channel if you're new. Let's get started here first. What do we know right now about the DLC season for Black Ops Cold War Zombies specifically? Our original outlook for the DLC season was that we were going to get 3 to 4 total DLC maps for the entirety of Black Ops Cold War. The first Die Maschine reveal trailer gave us the locations for all of this content. We had Moscow, Poland, Die Maschine, we had Quezon, Vietnam, Firebase Z, Ural Mountains for Outbreak, and then Berlin for the Berlin Kino Zombies map. But now with recent information, we're looking at the possibility of seeing a lot more content come to the game. We're going to go through both sides of the argument. Are we going to see more zombies content, a lot more zombies maps than we originally expected, or is it going to be a normal year for Call of Duty? And Codename Pizza's recent interview with Treyarch actually gives us some insight as well as to what we're going to be seeing here. So what do we know right now? The Berlin map is up next. For Berlin, you guys know the first leak we got was ZM_Platinum, found in the files of the alpha version of Black Ops Cold War. The leaker that gave us this information said that it was related to Kino Der Toten. So is it going to be a Kino remake? Is it going to be similar to Kino? Well, we actually have some insight on that as well. We figured out this from the Game Revolution that the red dots found on the computers in Black Ops Cold War Zombies menu points towards a TV tower in Berlin, which is directly outside of the Kino Der Toten map in past Treyarch games. So we know this Berlin map is going to take place right next to Kino. We know from recent intel in Zombies that Valentina, a top official in Omega, is talking to a secret contact in Berlin. She's going against Omega Group. She's potentially bringing back old World War II German soldiers from the Dark Ether. We don't know why she's doing that, but a lot of crazy stuff will be going down in this upcoming Berlin map. But when is it all happening? When are we actually getting this Berlin map? So the recent information here is from Tom Henderson. We talked about this in my video yesterday. He said, I'm not sure on when the next Zombies map is coming, but if I was to guess, halfway through Season 2 seems logical. I don't think they want to take too much away from the Warzone Season 3 event. Releasing a new map when all of the zombies in Warzone get nuked doesn't make sense to me. There is a mid-Season 2 update coming very soon. I made a video talking about that yesterday or 2 days ago. So if it doesn't release, then it will obviously release at the beginning of Season 3. So he is just making an educated guess, but it actually does make a lot of sense here because we also have information from the recent interview with Codename Pizza that talks about this new release schedule as well. Codename Pizza says some crazy stuff in this interview that we have to talk about. He pretty much says that we're going to be seeing 4 new zombies maps per season, and we'll go through more about that in a second. But pretty much here, what he's confirming is that in the interview, Treyarch told him that we're going to be getting new expanded Outbreak content, new expanded Outbreak maps, new unique locations that are not multiplayer, not fireteam maps, but actual unique Outbreak Zombies locations. He also confirmed with Treyarch that we will be receiving a new main Easter egg quest for Outbreak in Season 3. They also say that everything in Outbreak is there for a reason, which I find super interesting because what about the Panzer and the Tempest? Like, why are they there? The other bosses are from old Cold War Zombies maps, Die Maschine, the Megaton. You have the Mangler and the Mimic from Firebase Z. Some of the other bosses there, we really don't know where they came from. I would expect to see maybe in the Berlin Zombies map, the Tempest and maybe the Kranzi sold out the Panzer to be there as well. So that's just a side note, super interesting to see there. And also, again, as we get these new zombie maps released into the game, new bosses in the survival maps will also be brought into the Outbreak game game mode as well, which is super, super cool. Here's the part of the video where he talks about these new zombie maps in the game. So I'm going to play this quick clip from Codename Pizza's video, and then we'll talk about it.
Expansions are coming. Now, I know I hinted a little bit at this before when I talked about the fire team maps, and it's not going to just be fire team, but the fact that we've already got these 3 maps inside of season 2, and then during season 2, we're going to get a brand new zombies map and a brand new zombies experience, as well as going on to season 3, 4, 5. It pretty much seems, if you consider every single Outbreak map a real zombies map, we're going to be getting 4 zombies maps per season.
Just hear me out for a quick second. Throughout this video, when Codename Pizza is giving us the information, he says, I asked Treyarch a question and they responded with this by saying this. In the clip here, you see how he doesn't say, I asked Treyarch how many maps we're going to be receiving per season in Cold War Zombies. He kind of just says we're going to be seeing 4 new maps per season, pretty much, 1 survival map, and then 3 new maps for Outbreak. So I'm not so sure if Treyarch told him that on the side and he's just not presenting it as a question that he asked Treyarch in the video, or he's just kind of assuming that, you know, this is how much content we're going to be seeing in the actual game. Maybe I'm over-analyzing here, I'm hyper-analyzing this situation, but that's just my job. That's what I like to do. And honestly, if we do get 4 maps per season, if what Codename Pizza is saying here is actually true, and Treyarch told him that we're getting 1 new survival map per season and also 3 new Outbreak locations or 3 new Outbreak maps per season, that is a ton of content. 6 seasons at least for Black Ops Cold War. That's what's expected right now. We have 5 more DLC survival maps coming to the game and potentially 15 more Outbreak map locations coming as well. So that is just an unbelievable amount of content, a lot more than I thought we would see in the game, and it's all happening a lot sooner than I thought as well. I thought maybe if we see this much content, they'll spread it out for the next couple of years, maybe the year 2 of Black Ops Cold War DLC season, we'll get that stuff, but no, this is all in the first year of Cold War, so insane to see. I'm gonna do a future video going in depth into each DLC, each map that we're gonna be seeing here, the storyline reasoning for that stuff, and all of that good information. So be on the lookout for that very soon, and leave your comments down below. What will be the 5 locations, the 5 DLC map locations for the survival maps, and then think about 15 different unique locations for the Outbreak maps. Where could we be going in the Outbreak map locations for all of this DLC? I mean, it seems like a ton of content, but it definitely can be done here. So my educated guesses right now for the normal survival maps are that DLC 2 obviously is going to be Berlin. Codename Pizza says that's releasing in the Season 2 Reloaded update, or just Season 2 right now, so it looks like every Reloaded update will get that new survival zombies map. So starting off with DLC 2, Berlin. DLC 3 would potentially be the new Giant map that was leaked out early on, and this map potentially is a remake of the Giant or Derice, but it most likely is a map similar to how Berlin is going to work, where for the Berlin map, it's taking place right outside of Kino, so it's very close to Kino. It might include a small portion of Kino, but it's not exactly a Kino remake. So for this Giant map, again, this was leaked out in the code of the game. A very credible leaker told us that, you know, the Giant was in the code of Cold War Zombies, which is super interesting. This map could be directly outside of the factory, Derice, where it took place. It could be in the surrounding area. Maybe we'll include the spawn room of Derice, but not exactly a Derice remake. For DLC 4, 5, and 6, assuming that's all of the content we're getting, all of the seasons we're getting for Black Ops Cold War, I would expect DLC 4, Die Rise, DLC 5, Buried, and DLC 6 to end it off with the Transit remake. Now, a lot of people might actually not like that, because I know what you guys are gonna say. I get it. We want new original content, and I know a lot of you guys also want Zombie Chronicles 2 maps. I know you guys want to see these old Black Ops 2 remade maps into the game on top of original content, but from what I'm seeing, I think that the new original content is going to be directed towards Outbreak, and for the normal survival maps, they're going to end it off with Berlin, and then the rest will be probably the other remade maps. Now, Margwa, he knows a lot about the leaks in Cold War Zombies, and he says something kind of similar here. So this is what he said: Cold War Zombies, educated guesses. 1 traditional map left, which is Berlin. 2 if we're extremely lucky. So maybe Berlin, which is original, and then 1 new location. He talks about Zoo, the fire team map in season 3, Berlin map in season 3, possible for season 2 reloaded. Zombie Chronicles 2 will be season 5 or season 6, and then the Berlin almost original. Obviously, Outbreak map updates will happen every season. On the seasons with the mid-season updates, we'll have those survival maps, more Outbreak maps as well. So he goes through a bunch of stuff here, but he's pretty much saying that there isn't much left in terms of actual survival maps in the game. And honestly, this could be the season. Berlin, the giant map, or maybe not even the giant map at all, just the Die Rise Buried and Transit remakes. And then during those seasons, season 4, 5, and 6, we'll also get, the new Outbreak maps that Codename Pizza talks about. Every season, we'll still be getting a new survival map. It just might be a remake, but the new original content will be in the form of the 3 new Outbreak locations. So I have a feeling a lot of you guys probably aren't going to like hearing that. I've been seeing a bunch of comments. A lot of you guys really do like the survival maps, and I like Outbreak, but I see still a huge core audience for the survival maps. So again, this is not set in stone, but a bunch of people that know about what's going on are saying that, it is a very good possibility that this is the case. And even if we do get those remade maps, we're still getting overall the most amount of zombies content we've ever seen in any Treyarch zombies game. So it's super, super interesting here. And again, we'll talk about more ideas, different outlooks as to what we could be seeing for future zombies maps, the storyline reasonings for why we could go to new original map locations, what wonder weapons we could see in these maps. And again, if you guys have any ideas, leave them down below in the comment section. I will be using a bunch of them for future videos. And I do want to say there is a good chance that, Treyarch does give us the original zombie map locations, the remade map locations like Buried, Transit, Die Rise, and also the new Outbreak locations. Activision could have realized at the beginning of the release for Black Ops Cold War Zombies that, zombies is a lot more popular than we thought it was going to be. They could have given Treyarch more money, more resources, a bigger team specifically for zombies to make more zombies content. And right now, things may be in the works where we're getting a lot more content than we're talking about right now, which would again be so insanely wild. So nothing is set in stone, but for now, based on the information we have, based on the leaks, this is the most conservative, educated guesses for what we're going to be seeing here. So if you guys did enjoy the video, leave a comment down below. If you watched the entire video, zombies, really, really do appreciate it, guys. Regardless of what we're getting here, Cold War Zombies is such a fun game, so much content, and I'm just excited to see what we get. I personally love that they're trying new things. I love Outbreak. It's just something different. I've been playing zombies, the normal survival maps, for almost 10 years now, and just to have something different, I really, really do appreciate it. So I want to see more Outbreak content, and I'm hyped. We're going to be seeing a ton of Outbreak content during the next couple of Black Ops Cold War seasons, but I also do want to see these survival maps, and if Treyarch can do it, that would actually be the craziest thing ever. So that's pretty much it here. Shout out to the YouTube channel members as always, and I'll see you guys in the next video or live stream. Peace out, guys.